Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I don't think many of us have given some thought on previously. We are going to talk about how you can improve your click-through rates, your CTRs on your content, the website content, through utilizing the YouTube thumbnail strategy for the unfurl images that are attached to your content. So if you know anything about YouTube, you already probably know that YouTube thumbnails is one of the critical things that a creator pays attention to. And the reason for this is because YouTube thumbnails is essentially one of the key metrics that determines the CTR of a video, which then converts into the performance of the video overall on the platform, because YouTube algorithm pays a lot of attention to the CTR of that video. So what that means is basically if you want your video to perform well on this platform, you really need to pay a lot of attention to the thumbnail. And there's a certain style of thumbnails that you might have already observed that creators are paying attention and creators are replicating. Usually there are a few elements that you need to pay attention to when creating the thumbnail, such as making it emotional, making it bold, making it very clear and easy to read, because the images are actually quite tiny when you are seeing them on the YouTube homepage screen. So these are just a couple of things that you need to pay attention to for the thumbnails. So recently when I was thinking about my YouTube thumbnail strategy and also talking to a couple of people about it, I kind of drew the connection between the YouTube thumbnails and regular content, because when we are creating regular website content and then sharing it across social media, or again any other platform, it could be a group chat, it could be Slack, whatever it is, there is this tiny unfurl image, which is the little preview image that comes along with the URL that you copy and paste to any platform, right? So when I was thinking about this, I thought to myself, wait, so we pay attention to the titles a lot when we are creating blog posts or website content, but we don't necessarily pay that much attention to the little preview image that kind of comes along with the URL when we are embedding the link anywhere on the web. My thinking kind of also got justified when I saw this discussion on one of the Facebook groups that I'm a paid member of. And again, this idea of applying this YouTube thumbnail strategy to regular content preview images came about. And at that moment, I just realized this has to be a thing. We just have to share this information with more people, and more people have to take advantage of this to improve the CTRs of their content. So as you know, title is the single most important thing when you're creating the content. And there are a lot of tactics or tips that are talking about even creating the title of the post as the first thing, and then one by one going ahead and writing the next line, the second line, the third line, the fourth line. But if you really think about it, the preview image that you share on social media is maybe just as important, if not more important, because essentially humans are really triggered by visual aspects, visual elements. So when a URL is shared anywhere across the web, there are three things that come with that link. Number one is the headline, the title of the post. Number two is the preview text, and sometimes people actually miss out on this opportunity altogether. And number three is that little unfurl image, the little preview image that is attached to the left-hand side of the URL whenever you share it. So basically what this means is that you have three opportunities to convince people that that link is worthy of clicking through. So what most people do very commonly, and I've personally done this myself for many years until I started doing YouTube, is that I would always utilize the featured image option within the CMS when I was creating any type of blog post or web content, and I would just upload a high resolution, good cover image type of thing in the featured image section. And whenever I shared that link anywhere across the web, that featured image would be the preview image that is attached to my link. But what I did not think until I did YouTube and until I started to create YouTube thumbnails is that it wasn't attractive. Those featured images were not attractive for people to click on that link. What I hadn't realized is that people don't care about the high resolution of that little tiny image because it's so tiny. But if that image is really attractive or eye-striking, then people are then tempted to click that image, right? So I had my eye-opening moment when someone asked in that Facebook group discussion for the best unfurl images that people have seen, and an ex-colleague shared that the best unfurl images he had seen was my images for my content. And then it really clicked in my head. As soon as I started to recreate my YouTube videos into blog posts for my website, I had started to use the YouTube thumbnails as the featured image for my blog posts as well, which is why the quality of my unfurl images had significantly increased, which essentially increases my CTR for my blog posts as well. All right, wrapping up, what I want you to take from this video is that you need to pay attention to your unfurl images, and you need to really look at the YouTube thumbnail strategies YouTube content creators are using and replicate that style for the preview images, the featured images that you attach to your website content as well. I don't want to go into the depths of how to create a successful YouTube thumbnail because that's a completely different topic, but what I want you to take away from this video and the things that I want you to pay attention to are, you need to create emotional images. You need to add a human face to your image if you can, because it really improves the success for YouTube thumbnails, hence it will improve the success for your unfurl images as well. Another thing to pay attention to is that because it is a very tiny image, the text needs to be big, and it ideally needs to not be more than 4 words, and it really needs to give context to what that content is about. If you add any tiny emojis or logos or anything of that sort, or small font text, it will not be visible through that tiny image, so don't even bother to do that at all. Instead, really try to focus on the emotions that you give through that image, and also the text. It needs to be bold, it needs to be eye-catching, it needs to trigger some curiosity for the viewer. And once you combine a great headline for your content along with this optimized unfurl image, I think you'll just be unstoppable. And I'm actually going to try this out myself as well. This is a new strategy, a new tactic that came into my mind, and I really would love to experiment to see some results. Let me know if this is also inspiring for you and if you think you will try this out. If you do, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit that like button for me and share with your friends and network. It's really important for the growth of this channel, and I really value to reach more people so that we can all grow together and be better marketers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so, and I will see you next time with another video. Take care.